Good morning, fellow truth seekers. Welcome to another beautiful Shabbat day or Sabbath day. It's always our favorite day because it's the day that we get to spend the entire day with Jesus. I know we're not hoarding him only to ourselves. There's plenty to go around, and each one of you, welcome, and may you also have a blessed day. Today, we're going to announce that we're going to start doing something we think is very exciting. We're going to be starting a memory or a text for the day. And we will be launching next month a website of where you can go and sign up for the text of the day. I want to give you, fellow truth seekers, an example of what that might be. So, what would be a text for the day? Well, in our world right now, we believe in two things: faith, and that faith in Jesus, and Jesus to do what he said he would do. Those are our two pillars, our two fundamentals. Jesus is the Word, and the Word spoke, and the Word delivered on what the Word said the Word, Jesus, would do. So each of the texts that we have in a day will either be a text on the faith in Jesus or on the actual Word of Jesus. So today, just an example, I like this one because it tickles your brain. It says, "Look to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith." How do you look to Jesus? Fellow truth seekers, can you see Jesus? I pray to him every day, but I have yet to see him with my eyes, visually. But it says, look to Jesus. So how do we look to Jesus? How do we every day dial in to Jesus and make sure that we're always looking to Jesus? Or do we look to Jesus only when we're not looking at work or looking at kids or looking at house payment or looking at some kind of, well, maybe we got to just get ready for church? Each time we are tempted to look to other things other than Jesus. So now my question would be, fellow truth seekers, how? Every day. Well, I say we start the day by looking at his word and enjoying what Jesus said he would do. Another one, which I like, which is another text that we'll send out on an email to all the people who subscribe. It's in John 11:40, and this is cute, and it's in a very precious time, okay? And that is, Jesus said to her, "Did I not tell you? If you believe that you would see the glory of God?" I mean, think about that. Jesus is saying, "Come on, Martha, didn't I tell you?" And of course, Martha goes, yeah, well, oops, maybe you did, but I forgot. John 11:40, he was just getting ready to raise Lazarus from the dead. And Martha was boo-hooing and saying, "Jesus, if you had come, Lazarus would not have died." And then Jesus goes, "But didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you, Martha, that the glory of God was going to be delivered today?" Oh, again, these are the ways that we can focus our eyes on Jesus. What did Jesus tell Martha he was going to do? He said, just watch, Martha, and I'm going to raise your brother. Oh, of course you're going to do that. I know, but that's at the end of the days. No, no, Martha. I told you today. I told you. Oh, yes. But did Martha really believe Jesus? No. I mean, really? You're going to raise my brother from the dead after 4 days? You're going to do that? No. I know he'll be ready at the end of times. But I like what we heard the other night at church. It was, and I may slaughter this man's name, and I don't mean to, Pastor Darius. Darius. And I love the point he said. God is unpredictable. He is dependable, but he's unpredictable. Martha knew Jesus was going to raise Lazarus from the dead at the end of the age. What? Today? Today is Jesus going to deliver something to you? If you're watching, if you're looking, if you're understanding that God is real today and that you believe in Jesus and you have faith that he can do what he said he would do. And of course, in Mark 10:27, I want to leave this with you because these are the verses that are powerful that keep our eyes on Jesus every day. Every day. Not every other day, every day. And that is, Jesus looked at them and said, can you go, Jesus going, really? Oh, man, how many times do I have to tell you? With man, it is impossible. But with God, all things are possible. Oh, do you believe that? Do you believe that all things are possible with God? Or do you make an excuse for God? Or do you kind of say, well, maybe it's with most of the time, but it's not with me? I have a tendency to think, yeah, it's very possible for you. It's very possible that God will answer your prayer. But my prayer, I have a tendency to diminish my own faith. And that, fellow truth seekers, is the challenge for today. Look at your faith and realize that for you, all things are possible with God. Thank you and have a blessed day. And remember, with God, all things are possible. Thanks and have a blessed day.